Picture a man shaped by both loyalty and resentment, but later turned against the very system he served. That man is Lieutenant Colonel Buka Suka Dimka, a figure whose name is forever linked to one of Nigeria's most infamous moments, the assassination of head of state, General Murtala Ramat Mohammed, in the failed coup of February 13, 1976. His life story is a complicated mix of idealism, ambition, betrayal, and violence, and its consequences are still felt in Nigeria's history today. Dimka was born in 1940, during the tail end of British colonial rule. He rose through the ranks of the Nigerian army, and in 1963 he was commissioned as a second lieutenant after training at the Australian Army officer, Cadet School, Potsi. His early career was marked by involvement in critical turning points of Nigerian history. In 1966, he was part of the counter-coup against General Aguiyi Ironsi, a coup fueled by deep regional and ethnic tension, grievances among northern officers, and the sense that the army was being mismanaged. These formative experiences hardened his worldview. Dimka saw the system as corrupt, fragile, and in need of forceful reform. By the mid-1970s, Dimka's frustration had grown. He believed that General Murtala Muhammad's administration suffered from corruption, indecision, and weak governance. On February 13, 1976, Dimka launched a bold, violent plan. His motives were not purely personal. He framed the coup as the work of young revolutionaries, calling for a cleansing of maladministration, arrest without trial, and incompetence in the government. He believed he was acting for the nation's good, but also clearly desired power. On that fateful morning, Dimka and his co-conspirators ambushed General Murtala Muhammad's car in Ikoyi, Lagos. The Mercedes was riddled with bullets. Murtala, his driver, and his aide-de-camp Lieutenant Akintunde Akin Sehinwa were killed. Immediately afterward, Dimka went on radio via the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, NBC. He declared that the government had been overthrown, set a curfew, and demanded that institutions align with his new revolutionary leadership. The message was chilling yet calculated. It was a coup, but also a broadcast of moral justification. Despite the boldness of the assassination, Dimka's coup lacked broad military support. Forces loyal to Murtala regrouped quickly, and his broadcast didn't translate into a lasting grip on power. Dimka fled, going into hiding. According to reports, he checked into a hotel in Afikpo under a false name, Mr. C. Godwin. That night, he asked the hotel manager to bring a woman, but when security closed in, he made a desperate escape, fleeing through a bathroom window. After a tense weeks-long manhunt, he was finally arrested near Abakaliki on March 6, 1976. Dimka's fate was sealed quickly. He was tried by a military tribunal for treason and murder. In a stark turn, others implicated in the coup were tried and executed even before his trial. On March 11, 1976, Major General I.D. Bisala, among 31 others, was executed by firing squad for alleged involvement in the coup. The tribunal was swift and secretive. According to reports, Dimka, wearing a kaftan, was brought before the media. He listened to a tape of his interrogation and confirmed that the voice was Idris, stating that he spoke voluntarily, not under duress. He implicated other figures in his confession, including former head of state Yakubu Gowon, claiming he had met with him in London and obtained support. And May 15, 1976, Dimka was executed by firing squad at Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison, Lagos. He was not alone. Around 38 others, including military officers and at least one civilian, Abdul Karim Zakari, were also executed. Among those executed earlier in March was Bisala, whose guilt remains controversial. Some view him as a scapegoat. Some of the most surprising elements of Dimka's story lie not just in his boldness, but in how his personal and political worlds collided. Even more chilling is Dimka's confession implicating Yakubu Gowon, suggesting the coup was not just about reform, but possibly about restoring Gowon to power. This claim added layers of conspiracy and betrayal, hinting at broader political alliances. Moreover, the speed and severity of the military tribunal raised deep ethical questions, summary trials, rapid executions, and little transparency. Amnesty reports noted that the government justified the executions under retrospective military law, a move that raised serious human rights concerns. Lieutenant Colonel Dimka's legacy is a paradox. On one hand, he painted himself as a revolutionary, railing against corruption and weak leadership. On the other, his methods were violent, his coup poorly supported, and his end swift and brutal, his actions forever altered. Nigeria's trajectory, the assassination of Murtala. Mohammed shocked the nation, and the coup attempt triggered a wave of retribution. For many, Dimka remains a cautionary figure, someone who believed in radical change but underestimated the chaos and bloodshed such a change would bring. Today, historians debate, was Dimka a misguided idealist, a power-hungry opportunist, or a tragic product of a volatile military political culture? The truth likely lies somewhere in between. His life and death reflect the dangers of unchecked ambition, the fragility of political ideals, and the human cost of coups. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the life of Lieutenant Colonel Buka Suka Dimka, a man whose story is one of idealism, betrayal, and violence, and whose legacy continues to stir debate in Nigeria's history. If this video resonated, please like, subscribe, and comment below, what do you think Dimka really wanted? And was his end inevitable?